Hello, and welcome back to Nick's Hobbies and Interests. Apologies immediately for how long it's taken for me to actually sit down and make some content for YouTube. I have been working on a new project basically. As of the 24th of January, I started my rental agreement for a small market unit. I could have done it all from home and started my own little business, but I wanted a location where people can come and see me in person and have a customer interaction sort of thing, or a shop interaction. I have got a small little unit, and it is tiny, 3 sides. It's a little box that I just stand in the middle of, set up in the Carmarthen indoor market here in Wales. I have titled it after my YouTube channel, so the two can work together. Naturally, I had my YouTube channel a couple of years beforehand, and then I've just called the business Nick's Hobbies and Interests. It is just so I can tie the two together, really. What I review on YouTube can then be sold through the shop. The shop promotes the YouTube channel. Yeah, it seemed the smart move. No, I do not have a store yet, an online storefront anyway. One, Nick's Hobbies and Interests, even though it's not taken, it's too long of a name. People aren't going to go doo-doo-doo-doo. So I want something shorter. NHI just seemed a bit, it sounds like NHS, doesn't it? So I wasn't going to go with that. I want something else, something to really go with. And I'm also, at the moment, still not taking card payments due to not having a business account set up properly yet. I am trying. Know that if you are a customer that's came over to YouTube since finding me, yes, you'll be well aware that I don't have a card machine. Well, I have a card machine, just not taking card payments yet. Hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully soon. To everyone else, yes, of course, this is new, and yeah, this is the next step of where I'm going with everything. Regarding model railway content, I will be selling model railway content at the shop. I already have lots of like corgi cars, dinky cars, bits and pieces like that. And when I finally find the time to go through my model railway stuff, whatever I'm not using or not wanting for the new build, I will just sell through the shop. Disc plates, I will still be reviewing those limited editions. It will be based on a sort of case by case basis, depending on which ones I either want for myself or which ones I think would do well to review but also sell on. At the moment, my 2 top sellers are Pokemon and Lego. I sell those really well through the shop. The Lego flies out nearly every day. Funko Pops, a few collector's editions for video games, such as the God of War you can see over there, the God of War statue. That will be coming to the channel soon as a review and then sold through the business. And the same with the Ant-Man helmet. Bear with me. So a review for this helmet will be coming to the channel soon, and then following that it will be available in the shop as well. You see where I'm getting with this, with the channel supporting the shop supports the channel. But anyway, I can keep telling you all about these little things in the background. I might as well take the moment to now show you how the shop's developed over the last 4 weeks. So firstly, once I knew I had the unit, I had the signs all done. All the sign writing got done at the same time as really the contract was being put in place. I gave them a list of details that I needed listing for the shop, so naturally YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, email address, etc, etc. And then I left the sign writers to do their thing, and I worked on this unit. It's roughly in the centre of the indoor market, and as you can see in these early photographs, the signs aren't up. But what we have done, at first we added the display counters and then put some perspex up and built a little window on one corner and a little display spot on the other. Now, we started our work prior to the contract being in place. The sign writers came and that was it. I wanted to open once the signs were up. So a basic level of stock went in on the 24th of January. I'd been to a local auction and had picked up quite a bundle of cars. So one of my display counters originally got designated for these cars. And it just seemed like the appropriate thing. I cleaned them all up, individually priced them, and they went in. Now, if we jump to the other side, this is where the Funko Pops and other movie merchandise are all displayed. The merchandise I was lucky to get. I was able to get myself a supplier for day one, and luckily they did next day delivery. So it meant when I opened, I had some level of stock. The top three to mention was keyrings, posters, and mugs. Additionally, there were doormats as well and some bags. Not to mention any disc plates, whether they be limited edition or standard, that I also had for either myself or reviewing on my channel. From the 24th of January onwards, over the weeks I have been buying more and more. I have been pumping money into buying stock more than anything else. I just didn't want the store to look empty. So gradually I've been building it up and up and up. And some of the stuff is coming from suppliers and some stuff just comes over the counter. I am lucky enough to say it's doing so far really well. I'm either buying the right stuff or I've got the right audience for it. Some things are cool, some things are, like I say, haven't come from a supplier but have just come out of people's attics and they've just brought it in and said, what would you offer me for this? I'm selling things on people's behalf, taking a commission, which gets me some cool items as well. And then one of the things I want to show you is like custom items, things that have been personally made that have appeared as well. They are awesome. It's, even though I don't keep any of it and I sell it on, it's amazing what's coming over the counter and what I really love and I'm passionate about, and I'm kind of using that energy to drive the business forward, because pretty much everything I'm selling to some degree I'm passionate about, and it helps. It really does. I enjoy going to work. I enjoy what I do. This, as Nick's Hobbies, it is my next sort of venture. It is in a way where I'm taking the channel, but just myself, my individual journey, you know. Even if one day I decide to pack up or want to pursue something else, I can always change the name. But for now, just as Nick's Hobbies, just me, this is where I'm going with it. I wanted to do something more. My channel for me was getting a bit the same-ish. I wanted to do something in person, and the shop came along. I tendered for it. I was successful with that tender, and they said, right, you can have it before December, like end of December basically. I could have had it then, but I said no, I'll wait until roughly the end of January and I'll move in. And yeah, since then I've had this working in the background, and hence why my channel has been quiet. And FYI, the Lego build is no further on than you last saw it. If you've been watching the tool neck horizon, to give you an idea, that's as far as it still is. Okay, the tool neck himself, the base, not the base, the torso that I was building last isn't actually here. It's in the box up there. But yeah, I haven't got any further with it. I just haven't put the time in because I've been either so busy trying to get my business working, doing all the behind the scenes stuff. I honestly just haven't got round to doing anything for YouTube. Like I say, I've really been focused on my business. So hopefully going forward, now that my business is up and running, I've paid my first month of rent, hopefully it's going to, you know, start turning around. Hopefully I can give myself enough time to really do things now that I don't have to worry about as much. Yeah, especially now the bills are all paid. What can I say? Anyway, this is really what I wanted to get out there and tell everyone that wasn't aware of what I'm actually up to, because unless you're a customer that's came to the channel, everyone else hasn't really known about it, unless of course as well you follow me on social media. There's now a Facebook page and there's an Instagram page. You may have seen earlier, you can always email me, Nick's Hobbies, well it's not Nick's Hobbies, it's NS Hobbies interests at gmail.com. You can always message me there. Don't text the mobile number though, or try and call that mobile number you may have seen earlier. The telephone line for the shop isn't actually active yet. So yeah, just so you know. If you do swing by the shop, of course, always say hi. There's business cards. The QR code on those business cards takes you through to the Facebook page immediately. So yeah, I'm all working on it. I'm working on it all. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I think this is where we should wrap up. I'm going to put this away, and yeah, edit the rest of the video. So take care, thank you for watching, and hopefully if you're in the area or you want to swing by the shop, I'll see you then. See ya.